again, more contextual evidence to support that is things like the erosion that we can see on some of these sites. One of my favorite topics in the last couple of years has been looking at the erosion on the Giza Plateau.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up.
And of some of the big monuments, in particular, like the whole Middle Pyramid complex on the Giza Plateau.
Let's show some of the images that you used in some of your videos, because it's pretty fascinating when you look at it. It's kind of undeniable.
It is, and what's fun about this is that we don't have to guess, right? We know how long it takes. Studies have been done about like limestone erosion. Turns out there's almost an endless number of conveniently dated limestone slabs all around the world. They're tombstones in cemeteries, right? So they get dated, they get cut, they get inscribed with the date when it was put up, and then so you can measure it, and you can come back over decades and measure erosion. And so how long does it take for this face of this limestone erosion to recede?
Because we're assuming that unless something happened to the outside of that this was at one point in time flat and smooth.
Yeah.
There's so many structures that seem like there's multiple timelines working on the same exact ground.
It is 100% a human tendency to renovate and restore all of these, to reuse these sites. But there's a lot, just the amount of erosion that it takes for that to happen to blocks like this, of this nummulitic limestone, which is a very hard form of limestone, full of fossils. And you're talking like 2-3 feet in some places of erosion of limestone. And if you look at the studies that have been done into like limestone erosion rates, and there's been several, they've studied them in coastal wave action environments where it's like getting battered by waves. They put in rivers. They put limestone cubes on the top of one of the governmental buildings in DC and left it there and studied it over decades. And they're like, okay, it's tiny amounts. But in a normal weathering environment, right? This is assuming a lot more rainfall than what happens in Egypt, which gets very little rainfall, by the way. But a place like Washington, D.C. or somewhere where you get like 40 inches of rain a year, something like that, it would take of just normal weathering erosion to do 2 feet of erosion like this, more than 100,000 years.